no, you don't have to necessarily change company to change specialization. Pwedeng within the company lang. You don't really have to look for maybe side gigs or what. If you can identify that there is projects or opportunities within the company, some companies actually give you that opportunity. Welcome to another episode of Kaka Computer. And today, we're gonna talk about switching specializations in IT, no? How to pivot your area of expertise and why you should sometimes pivot your expertise. Why changing job roles, specialization is actually important sometimes, no? And to mark it off, let's ask the first question, no? What does a journey look like for a developer, kung IT developer ka, to successfully transition into a new IT role or a new IT field? Yeah?
Maybe I can start. Sige. So, I've done this many times. No?
Oh,
so,
really?
nag-start ako as a front-end engineer. And then later as a back-end engineer. Tapos may period, nag-QA ako, automated testing. And then, now I'm doing management. So, I'd say like opportunities would come. And totoo yung sinasabi nila, 10,000 hours would take you to mastery. So 10,000 hours of practice. So I guess, it would take time. Pero you can just practice and just learn tutorials, build projects, I'd say. Number 2 is just try Kaizen, another concept. 1% better every day. And I think one last, ito, medyo off tangent. In climbing, meron tinatawag na engrams. So muscle memory. So you just repetitions lang.
Tama. How about you?
Yeah, so sa personal journey ko, I started out like as a game developer.
Game developer.
Oo.
Gusto ko yan.
Like, tapos back in high school din eh. Tapos after that, nag-pandemic and marami akong free time to study. Tapos parang natripan ko lang yung mag-study ng web development. Tapos full stack Django way back then. Tapos around that, nag-specialize na ako sa things like backend. So, the main factor sa pag-motivate sa akin to that was compensation, essentially. Like, I looked into sa mga job portals and parang wala masyado dito sa game development. Tapos, sa full
It's
stack.
a tough market ka,
It's
actually.
a tough market. And I looked into full stack development. But I can also see na merong mga same positions na back-end development na parang same na compensation package sa full stack eh. So, why not just focus on one thing and be great at it? So, yun yung motivation ko for switching my specializations.
Okay, you have what?
Yes, of course. Well, originally, I'm a network engineer. And apparently, and at the same time, I'm taking a instructor within that company. So, nagtuturo ako within that company for example, a cloud specialization. So, nagustuhan ko yung cloud and nag-apply ko for a certain project as an instructor. So, switching careers or specialization it's quite hard for me because as a network engineer, more on infrastructure and cloud. So, they are more on experience before you transition to another domain. Yun. So, yun lang sa akin.
Right. And that's an interesting point, no? You don't have to necessarily change company to change specialization. Pwedeng within the company lang. You don't really have to look for maybe side gigs or what. If you can identify that there is projects or opportunities within the company, some companies actually give you that opportunity. No? But siguro question is also, how do you identify if it's time or may something kulang na sa everyday work mo na you really have to find na maybe it's time to either switch specialization or either go deeper into that specialization, no? Meron ba tayong telltales, no? Telltales.
Boredom.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And ano yung boredom?
May term kami, software engineering. So you're working on one project, Tapos paulit-ulit na lang. We call it tinola. Bakit tinola? Yung tinola.
Tinola?
Bakit tinola? Masarap yan. Pag kinain mo, when you eat it, ang sarap today, tinola. Bukas tinola na naman. Tapos Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, few months, medyo nakakasawa. So I'd say, tingnan mo, baka may ibang opportunities dyan for you to explore.
Right. Pero may food bang okay lang araw-araw?
Ewan ko, hindi ko alam.
Pagsawa.
No, baka umabot sa point na okay lang yung tinola araw-araw. 'Di ba?
Pwede. Baka Hainanese chicken naman minsan.
Pero kung let's say, aside from boredom, perhaps may other factors ba? Parang kung pagod ka na. Kasi kung pagod ka na, or pagod ba? Or iba yung pagod at boredom?
Maganda yung point mo kanina, no? So, opportunities, medyo kulang yung opportunities sa game development. So, parang, ano nangyari dun?
Actually, the first place to find out kung bakit kulang opportunities is LinkedIn. Kung tingnan mo yung mga game developer, ilan ba yung mga game developer jobs dyan sa Pilipinas, you can see around 3 to 5, around that. Pero kung if you look into yung mga web developer na mga roles, you can see that there's so many. So there's much more opportunity for you to shift and grow more sa field na yan. Oo. And sa game development, actually, I never really dived into it. Pero if you're a game developer, you're gonna focus on one framework. So either Unity or something like that. And you're gonna specialize on that certain framework or something like Godot, maganon. But in web development, sobrang rami eh. You can dive deep into so much more, front end to back end to DevOps to the cloud. Sobrang rami. So like, parang the sky's the limit pagdating sa growth mo. And I don't see that sa game development at that time. I might be wrong, pero at that time, yun ang parang thought process ko.
Alright. I agree with that. No? And interesting yung sinabi din. Madami ka interesting things, ha? Kasi there's also that number of jobs. But at the same time, yung specialization natin, nakikita natin yung AI jobs, no? And we can see, hindi lang sa number, I don't think madaming like hire for that compared sa web dev. There's probably more web dev, DevOps jobs. But we can see sa top list of salary, medyo nasa taas siya, no? So, that might be something also to indicate, hindi yung number of jobs, but yung compensation, no?
That is very true.
Right.
Yep.
Pero when is for you, meron bang indicator na parang your compensation is not enough?
Ooh. For the most part, it was never enough. Never enough.
Never enough.
Joking aside, tawag dun, for me, it was mostly opportunities. Parang, I'm in this company, kailangan nating, we built SNMP network stuff.
Yep.
Mag-Enflow, S-Flows ka. Who's gonna do it? Nobody's gonna do it. Pero you're leading the project, so we have to learn it. So, more of like yung opportunities just come. And then, okay, someone has to do it. So, alam mo yun, just take the opportunity.
Right. No? And that goes to gaining experience, no? On those projects, no? Kasi like you said, you need practical experience to gain this new specialty. And so with what you were saying, because ikaw yung lead and no one else was gonna do it, you ended up gaining a lot of hands-on on that, no? And 10,000 hours.
Well, I'd say like more like a few hours. Tapos rush, kailangan natin the project to yesterday.
Yesterday. Kasi 10,000 hours, 40 hours a week, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So, at 400, 10 weeks, 2 months. Ang layo pa ng 10,000.
Many years.
Many years. No? Kayo guys, how do you gain your practical experience naman on things that you wanna switch on na hindi pa available ngayon? Like, again, you're switching roles.
Good one. Well, sa case ko, it's more on building personal projects din talaga. So, I set a challenge for myself. Kasi dati, when I was learning, I would follow like this rule na within this time frame, I will build a parang greenfield project from scratch with this type of technology. And then, since my deadline, I was like forced to learn it ng mabilisan. And that was like my way to force myself to like really learn, like super fast the learning in a way na yun, I would need to build out that project.
Yep. For me naman, sa network engineer na din, I learn from my own perspective. So I do some self-paced learning, and at the same time, I do some hands-on and apply it to a company na pwedeng pang freelance and yun. Yun ang sa akin.
Right. Actually, good strategy, I wanna share this lang din sometimes. When I make a new project, I wanna see if I can at least get, ako lang to I can at least get maybe $10 out of it. Hindi yung $0. I'm gonna try, like, if I'm gonna try game dev, I wanna see if I can get at least somebody to pay for my time. Kahit konti lang, no? That means somewhere out there is somebody else who thinks there's value in my output. No? Not just myself. Kasi kung myself lang, if I'm learning it, yes, nice to learn for yourself, pero you wanna try to make a career out of it or you wanna move into it, diba? So somebody has to eventually pay for it.
So, Rafi, $10.
Ha?
Mamaya, pag-usapan natin.
Baka sa ibang episode. $10 lang, $10 lang, no? Kasi that's 500 pesos. That's a good hour for a lot of people, diba? So, there's somebody who's willing. Ayun. I think it's time to thank our sponsor. So White Cloak Technologies is a custom software development company. They build mobile and web applications. They work with leading brands in banking and real estate. Visit their website at www.whitecloak.com to know more. All right. So coming back, what are challenges naman? Especially I think one of the challenges na possible na ma-experience natin if you're switching is of course, yung number one dito is yung imposter syndrome, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Kasi, bagong field, marunong ba talaga ako dito o hindi? Right? So, and aside from that, ano pa? Ang comment nyo dun?
In terms of having the confidence to jump into the next career.
Yeah.
Maganda yung answers nyo. It's about building. Pero I want to touch on your point, teaching. So, meron yung Feynman technique. Diba? You teach yourself and then see if there are gaps in your own knowledge. If you can teach it well and simplify the concepts, make analogies, then you could say na you have some degree of mastery in that field or that concept.
Yes. And teaching, by the way, kasi I also teach, is one of the ways that you retain knowledge. No? So, if you're learning something new, try to teach it as well. And so, that's also one of the things sa community. Now, since a lot of us are part of the community, if you can teach it in the community for free, ideally, sa community, kasi community iba yung sinabi kong side project na may bayad, pero kung community, libre yan. Kasi we're doing it for the community.
Giving back?
Giving back to the community na. So, in that case, if you teach it, and then the community will give you feedback, and then you also feel it, parang may kulang ako. Hindi ko na masyado na-deliver, or parang madaming tanong, or what. And so, hindi ako confident the way I teach it. And so, that's also one of the ways to overcome if ready ka na ba talaga sa specialization na yun.
Yes. I want to add something to that. So, may ginagawang technique essentially kapag may mga conference and then may mga call for speakers. If I want to learn that specific technology or that want to shift into it, magbibigay ang proposal na hindi ko pa na-implement pero may idea lang kung paano siya ma-architect.
Lakas na loob
Lakas na
Ganun lang. Tapos, syempre, may deadline yan. Malapit na yung conference. Dapat may presentation ka. So, para ma-pressure ka in a way to actually have hands-on experience on that. Para ma-pressure ka na, dapat expert level ako sa topic na i-talk ko. So, that's one way to really push yourself.
Oo. Kasi nag-call for speaker, mahihiya ka naman
mahiya
kung na-accept ka tapos
wala ka masabi.
Wala ka masabi, no? May screening din 'yan, 'di ba? Oo. How about, since na-touch ko konti yung community, yung network naman and mentorship. Where do you find again, you're moving to a new specialization, no? Ano yung mga areas kung saan kayo makakahanap na mentor? Is it sometimes available within the company? If wala, san mo hahanapin?
I like yung community angle, no? So definitely go out and seek out communities. May Python PH. If you're in Davao, there's Durian Pie. In Cebu, there's Pizza Pie. In the Philippines, Python PH. Also, shout out eHeads.
Oo,
So if you're
tama.
looking into engineering management, technical leadership, you should look into that.
Right. And I think there's also books, of course. There's also books. Hindi ako the best example sa books, no? Videos, right? Select the videos din. Don't go into the YouTube algorithm of yung parang spiraling down. May YouTube spiraling down, pero may YouTube din spiraling up.
Mhm.
So, doon tayo sa up, wag dun sa down, no? And try to see if you can find somebody who did that specialization. Hanapin mo sa LinkedIn, ganyan. And sometimes just reach out. No? You'd be surprised.
ADP list, something to mention. So I've had a few conversations there. Actually, as a mentee, not as a mentor. So very helpful naman.
Ano ulit to?
ADP list.
And where do the people find that?
It's adplist.org. So there's a community of mentors. You could sign up as a mentor or
Go
sign up
check
as a
out.
mentee. Yeah. And tawag doon, you can just contact a person. Kumari, ito, I'm looking for an experienced VP of engineering. Just reach out. And then if they agree, then you can talk to them.
Right. And how about flexibility naman? Is there a right time to or a wrong time to switch specialization naman?
Maybe about network engineer.
Yeah. So switching careers or specialization is gaya na sinabi ni Sir Rafi, it's about time. So you ask yourself if this is the right time na nga ba na mag-switch gears or switching specialization. Well, ask for yourself first kung kaya mo na ba. Ayan. Kung kaya mo na mag-switch gears, why not? Kung hindi pa, you have to study first. So yun lang para sa akin.
Yeah, there's also this risk din eh. If you want to switch like a role, there's a chance na yung compensation package mo on that role hindi same or maybe lower pa sa i-shift mo na role. So you really have to assess kung ano yung mga expenses mo when it comes to sa mga dependents ko, if this is the correct time for me to switch my path.
Ikaw, since multi-switcher ka in that sense, no? Parang it was forced on you, you found the time yourself.
It was forced on me, but I was lucky na it all happened within the same company. So, tawag dun, we were doing consulting eh. So, ayun, we work on this API gateway, and then after that, mag-ano naman tayo, network monitoring system. Tapos, nag 80 commands with Serialcom. Different projects. So, slightly off topic, I would usually talk to, parang give career advice on people. There are three kinds of companies. So, one is a corporate job. Yung isa on the extreme end is startup. In the middle is consulting.
Mm-mm.
So, consulting usually would get a lot of opportunities for those kinds of things. Yung maraming projects, iba-iba, deadline yesterday.
Yeah. So, madaming chances for switching specialization doon, no? I agree. Siguro, if anyone is still bored or they feel undervalued, underpaid, no? What is their parang push? What can you say about, ano yung maging push nila dapat? Parang, hey, kung may lalapit sa'yo, parang ano ako, ganyan, medyo hesitant ako. Ano yung tulak mo sa kanila? Kung meron kayong tulak sa kanila. Lang, parang ano lang ba? Parang ano lang to? Go for it, ganun lang, shout out? Or may other things kayong sasabihin na parang i-checklist nila muna?
Do what you like.
Do what you like.
Do what you like. If you don't like that, kumari, nag-try ka, nag-build ka ng projects, ayaw ko ng CSS. Edi wag mong pilitin. So find what you like. Just try, explore different verticals. Tapos if you like this part, then try to specialize.
There's this thing called the T-shaped engineer din eh. Wherein ang experience mo, there's a broad set of experiences. May specialties, ay meron kang knowledge on different sets sa software engineering. But merong T dyan wherein there's a depth to it. So that's something that most beginners should aspire to be. To try everything out and then once you find what you really want, specialize on it, form that T-shape. Ganun.
So, madami muna, tapos T-shape. And siguro, for me naman, number one, make a checklist. Like I said, assess yourself. To. We always say that in the show, assess yourself. But give yourself buffer in that sense. Kasi when you switch specialization, there's always a risk, right?
Yeah.
You can switch cold turkey. And so if you switch cold turkey, make a buffer. You can switch also only when meron ng accept sa'yo. Like may trial na. Okay, switch jobs in that sense. Kasi only when may hire na. So that's thing. Those are two different approaches. But just make sure na you are safe. As long as, alam mo yung hierarchy of needs. As long as you cover your main needs. No? Ayaw mo naman mag-risk tapos in the end, walang parang mautang-utang ka na, magi-depress ka and everything, right? So make sure naman na you cover to what tolerant yung hierarchy of needs mo.
Kahit tinola araw-araw, basta may kakainin.
Tama.
Pwede.